No, I don't know that movie. He doesn't know any movie quotes. He knows obscure movie quotes, but never anything that we're like talking about. And he's like, never seen that movie. I've never watched Aladdin.
Movies are not my strong suit.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
You're in the
I'm
same boat with him.
Yeah.
What's happening?
No, the new update did a weird thing. You just got to click twice when it does that.
So yeah, Facebook and YouTube and Twitch will come through here, and anything through TikTok will pop up showing if somebody's watching. And
Perfect.
Stuff. So if you have any of those, you can share it. It's live on all those platforms. You don't have to, by the way, but it does help us grow. We mostly just do it on Facebook.
Oh, yeah. I forgot.
Oh, no. Ben did the Snow Angel Challenge tonight when I left.
Oh, I still owe people that. I need to
Yeah, I
do
owe
that.
2 or 3 people as
Yeah.
well. But yeah, that's
Are you playing it now?
There you go.
That's funny.
He was cracking me up on Sunday with the mints.
The
he gets
vocal
everybody.
effects are on him. Do you hear that echo?
Oh, on the number 1.
Yeah. And then hit the music. It's not playing.
Or is this headphone turned down? I don't know which number 2 headphone. For the headphone? 3 is the microphone that we're not using.
Does it say it's playing?
Number 2 is the headphone.
There it is.
We go. 3 dudes on the mic. Hot bus taking flight.
Okay.
Joey, Josh, and Brett. Talking God all night.
Outro.
Last lessons too. Bible stories
Are
crew.
we muted?
Every episode. Something fresh and new.
I just want the sound effect.
Papa's on your feet. Spreading light and glee. Joey,
just
Josh,
creating
and Brett.
all those
Talking
good.
scripture free.
Brett Dickman commenting in already.
Already? Hey,
They got funny vibes.
Your title doesn't even make
Tales
sense.
with
It will,
pride.
Brett.
What is it?
Keep you entertained.
I didn't see it.
On this holy
No, what's our
ride.
title?
New Year,
Funny
new
banter
Brett.
strong. You can't
I need
go
to share
wrong.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Tune in every week for the sacred song. Papa's on your feet, spreading light and glee. Joey, Josh, and
Are you a sports
Brett
fan?
talking
I am.
scripture
Big
All right,
sports
free.
fan.
What's your favorite?
I'm a Boston sports fan through and through.
No
Are you?
way.
Are you too?
I
Okay.
can't find any of them.
There we go.
How long have you been a Boston fan?
Forever, my whole life.
So you're a Tom Brady guy?
Tom Brady guy, Boston, Celtics, Red Sox,
Dude,
Bruins,
so
all of it.
I went
Yeah.
to school in Maine. So when we were up
Okay.
there, my wife, I met her in Boston.
Yeah.
Boston's like my favorite city in the
There you go.
You've
I
been.
love
fix it.
Boston.
What? I
Hey,
didn't
everybody.
fix it.
Welcome to Pod Bliss
Hey,
Podcast.
we're connecting right now.
Yeah,
Stop.
I noticed.
Pause the show.
You waited until the show
Yeah.
started to connect.
I
Yeah.
need to fix that. That's
Can you
gonna
fix
bother
it?
me. Yeah.
I'll get over here to make sure it sees me.
Oh, you got to feel.
Yeah, I'll feel air. But we'll just get this going first. Well, you waited till the perfect time. Yeah, I know. I'm not on the thing. But I came to your seat. Sorry, everybody. A little bit of technical for this.
Just me now.
Yeah, there you
I've
go.
actually taken over Pod Bless. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. Welcome to my show, guys. Yeah.
Is it gone? Yep. We're good. Anyway,
Hey!
start that from the top again.
Yeah.
Welcome, everybody, to Pod
pin in
Bless
that. Come back
Podcast.
to the
Yeah.
Boston thing.
We're just a few guys who share our Christian faith with each other and then try to tickle your funny bone with our words. I'm one of your hosts, Josh Williams,
I'm Joey Butch.
and this is our special guest.
Patrick Hardy.
There you
Glad
go.
to be
True.
here today.
Listen to that booming voice getting in that mic. Yeah, we got a special guest. He's our new lead pastor at Generations at the church I go to.
Welcome.
Which is a sister church, or not sister church, but what do we call it?
Sister- we're-
Is it
yeah, you
sister?
can call it
Sister,
that.
brothers, we're
Joey's
friends,
church.
Yeah,
we're
bro.
close,
That's what you say.
acquaintances, however you want to say it.
When you forget each other's names.
Now you have manual focus on there. We got it. But welcome, Patrick.
Yeah.
Welcome. First podcast experience, correct?
First podcast experience, so if this goes horribly wrong, it's just bear with me. You know, I maybe can grow a little bit through the times on here with these fellas.
Yeah. Yep, it looks good now.
That just popped up though randomly.
Right,
We
yeah.
might. If it happens again, I'm leaving it.
We'll just leave it. Yeah, I'll edit it out.
I need to share this.
Yep, you go right ahead. But anyway, yeah, welcome to the show. I'm glad we can have you be a part of our first podcast of the 200. What would it be, an era?
No, we did it last week.
Well, we did 200, but now it's 201.
We've
So now
turned the
he's-
century mark.
Yeah.
The 2
now-
century
Yeah,
mark.
201.
There you go.
CC.
New season.
Is that how it works in Roman numerals? Just 2 C's?
I'm not even sure.
C's
about that.
100, right?
do they teach that in school anymore? Like, I don't think I know any Roman numerals.
Fifth grade was Roman numerals.
That and cursive, both
Yeah.
have gone down the tubes.
A mix of cursive and print is where it's at. Like
There you
too
go.
much cursive you can't read, but just enough to make you be able to be lazy.
They put it back, right? Cursive.
Did they?
I think they brought it back again.
Can they stop
took it
teaching
away.
math wrong? I'd appreciate that.
Yeah,
No.
I've been working on that with Ben, and that's
Yeah.
in second grade, and he's over my head already.
No, I shouldn't.
Bunch of comments coming in. Hey, Mom, thanks for commenting on TikTok. My mom's one of our biggest fans.
Last show on TikTok, huh?
Yeah, I guess so. It's going down Sunday.
Allegedly.
Yeah,
Allegedly.
I heard
They
Trump's
might
got a
work
plan to
something out.
save it.
I heard Musk was going to buy it, but I don't know if that's
Yeah.
true either.
It's got to divest, right?
Yeah, I reckon.
I like the screen on the table.
Yeah, it's a lot more handy, right?
Yeah, we need a bigger one, though.
Yeah, we do need a bigger
Mm.
screen. That's hard to see that, my old eyes. Brett Dickman commenting in, that's gross. No, wow, Brett's really killing
Now
you guys
Josh has to be on his
in the
best
weight
behavior.
challenge.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I just read that.
Keto is working really well. Yeah, you know, really leaned out for this new year.
And Brett, I don't think I'm going to be on my best behavior, but I do appreciate the concern that my pastor's here.
I'm
Chris Jackson,
judging hard, by the way.
Yeah.
Really
Lots of
hard.
impressions.
Yeah.
mostly before the show started. That was where he got all he needed.
How long have you been in town?
Oh man, 3 weeks,
3
something
weeks
like
here,
that.
so-
Yeah. So
Big impression time right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'll try to help you out. I
Eh,
got
you
your
know,
back here.
I'm not too worried about it. I've been through a few pastors.
yeah, he's,
I've got more of them under my belt than he does under his. So.
You've been around longer.
I got a new comment coming in. Hello. I can't read that
Gotta
name.
read the name, man.
Dude, I can't. I'm blind.
You can't read that?
I'm so bad.
creative A _
you
underscore
go.
MHA.
I could
yeah.
I could read it if I do this. Brett says we judge Josh too.
Yeah, everybody judges Josh, but we're used
but
to it. We're
lovingly.
okay. Yeah. So you guys just
Lovingly.
kicked it off. You found something in common.
Oh, I cannot. I'm
We
ready
did.
for the show to be done so we can talk Boston.
I mean, you can go
sports.
ahead and let people know.
We could just talk Boston sports now.
Like,
yeah, we
for
will,
real.
No one will really
So,
tune in, but
I
it'll
was
just be us two.
I was up there when they like had the year where all 4 teams won the championships.
Okay,
So
yeah.
it was the best time to be there because every team. Our first date with my wife was at Fenway, like on the
that's
Green
awesome.
Monster. Like we have a picture of little baby us's up there. Like Boston's close to my heart.
Yeah.
So we
My
just went last year.
My dad grew up in the inner city of Boston, so
Oh,
I've been
sick.
brainwashed since I was a little kid. I was born in New Hampshire,
Mm-hmm.
but I grew up in Baltimore, so I'm a Patriots fan in Ravens country. So I got bullied
Nice.
as a kid at school. I remember the Patriots losing to the Colts in the AFC Championship game and crying myself to sleep because I didn't want to go to school because all the kids would
how I felt.
bully me. So
About after the Philly Super Bowl, that's how I felt. I
yeah,
wanted to go cry
that was a tough one
because
Tough
Brady he
one.
played so well, and then that last pick just. But
Yeah.
I digress.
No,
Sorry.
that's okay. I
Sorry.
don't care about sports. So anyway,
See the Tom Brady up there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome. Yeah,
There's 2 of them actually. I followed him.
there
to-
you go with
followed
the little
to Tampa.
Buccaneers too. Yeah.
yeah.
but thanks for everybody for tuning in. I hope everybody's staying good away from the white plague of snow that has been bearing down upon us.
Brett, Joey, for the love of God, please don't embarrass us. I'm so jacked up about this. No one in my life likes Tom Brady.
That's true.
So, like, to find someone that I can actually
That's
geek
in
out
your
with.
life. A lot of people like him.
Oh yeah,
Just
in
not
my
people
life.
in your
No,
circle.
it's like you like Tom
Yeah.
Brady. Like he's
It's
a
tough
goat.
to find these Tom Brady New England fans, you know, in the Midwest over here. You're
Yeah.
like, it doesn't happen.
Whoa.
Sorry,
This
did I
is
say
the South.
The South. Sorry, we're across the Ohio. I don't
Yeah.
know where we
when
are.
you cross the
Yeah.
river, it changes.
I am.
Yeah.
Remember, 3 weeks. 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Get a little grace.
We tricked him into this industrial park, and he's
Yeah.
like, I think it's a church.
I don't know where we
Turns
are
out
right now.
none of us are church affiliated. Like, we've all just been lying to you. Chris Jackson said, "Why not run it with Marshawn Lynch?" He's right.
Very true.
I mean, I'm glad they didn't, but
Yeah.
he's right.
Got
Butler.
Karen on YouTube. Welcome, Patrick. Matt Barber. Hey, y'all. What's going
What's up,
on?
Matt?
But yeah, that catches us up with a lot of things. Your guys' week's going good so far.
It's been really productive this week, man.
Yeah?
I don't know if the ADHD is just hitting right or something, but
I've been
it's been-
productive today,
Yeah.
not so much the week, but today got some laundry done, did a lot of neat things around the house, went to Best Buy, bought a thing for the show. I was like, yeah,
Thank you,
cool.
by the way.
Yeah, I'm happy about it.
Appreciate
for
it.
now. A lot of
What's up,
headache
Jenna?
before then, but Jenna Squires commenting in. What's going on?
You guys settling in all right?
Settling in. I just kind of feel like I'm wandering places. Like I don't really know where I'm going, so it's kind of like aimlessly wandering
Yeah.
around northern Kentucky right now.
Yeah.
So I kind of, if you see some guy on the side of the road not knowing where to go, give him directions because
Yeah.
it's probably me. I don't know what's going
That's
on.
how you learn. You just keep wandering, and eventually you're like, I remember this place.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I've been here 10 years, still in the wonder zone, but
Always a wanderer.
Never a leader, or no, it wouldn't be a leader. Always a
Finder?
Finder?
Never a discover. No. What is the opposite of wandering?
Columbuser? No.
No, like the opposite of wandering would be like sitting on your couch, right?
I'm good that. Yeah, that is me.
There we go.
We answered all
Nailed
the
it.
questions.
we got there.
Sorry to those who might be turning in that challenged us to the Snow Angel Challenge.
Ooh,
We
I
have
still-
not yet. He challenged Pod Bless in general. So like all of us, Brett and Joey, and myself.
Anyone that's ever
I
been on
was
the show.
immune from that. Yeah.
Well, you're here
you have to
now.
re-challenge us. So
Well, they will.
But I did
They
get
will.
I did get a notification that all 3 of my kids did it tonight.
How many push-ups for likes today?
Oh, how many push-ups for likes? It's not in the title, so it's not going to work.
10.
We did that a while
10
back.
per?
10 per like
Is that too
on
many?
Facebook and YouTube.
Yeah.
Let's do it 10 per share.
Ooh.
So if they share it out to other people, no, likes are better because they can only like so many times. I guess TikTok is a ton of likes, but YouTube and Facebook, if you
10
can
per.
like on there,
Or
we
until
can
I
do
collapse.
10 push-ups.
Yeah.
Shouldn't take long.
Means you're not going to get more than 50 out. I might be able to hit 50. Maybe.
But we got a fun show planned for you guys tonight. We hope that it's going to bring you a lot of joy. Even Patrick might have a little something up his sleeve.
Bang, bang.
Yeah, Joey's got something planned out, and I think I'm going to go ahead and kick us off, Noah. You got
Lead
my
on.
music?
Ready to get your ear holes blessed? Take it away, Josh.
Worked really hard on these.
it's really good. It's really good stuff there.
Trying to find royalty-free
mine.
music and then saying stuff to it.
Yeah.
Do you think we owe the WWE money?
I doubt it. We
Okay.
have used a lot of WWE jargon.
You'll
and
figure it
stuff,
out.
Yeah.
but
Yeah, you'll figure it out. If you're a Stone Cold guy, you'll figure it out. You'll figure it out.
let me pull up my
Well, yeah, what you got?
notes. So I was doing some searching and got on some ChatGPT to get some ideas, and then I run with those ideas and came up with this fun little ditty that is 16 cringeworthy dating-themed sermon titles. So this website is called relevantmagazine.com. They wrote out to their parishioners, their viewers, their buyers of magazine. I don't know. It's an online magazine. I
People
don't
still
know.
buying magazines, huh?
You can.
Nice.
Yeah, they have shelves.
Why not?
Interesting pool to pull from. Magazine buyers.
right?
Yeah.
Like, what demographic are we getting here for that?
So they asked, and it's kind of a Christian related thing. So they asked a lot of people like, "Hey, what is the most cringy sermon title that you've had a pastor, youth pastor, someone speaking use as a sermon title for a sermon?" And I'm just going to start reading off. I've got a bunch here. I don't have to do them all, but I will do a few, and we'll just talk about each one that I throw out.
And they're all dating specific.
Mostly all dating
Okay.
specific and or purity.
Relationship.
Yeah, a lot of that kind of
Love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
it's-
passion.
It's very much passion. Really brought back a lot of Bible college memories and a lot of
I don't know how to.
Christian elementary school. No, not elementary.
I'm not following that one.
No, East Kentucky. We'll say East Kentucky religious bringing up. I remember a lot of this. Mom, you'll probably still agree with most of these. So anyway, we'll jump right into it. Number 1,
Hit me.
sex. Now that I got your attention, let's talk about purity. That was like the sermon title.
These are
Like,
real?
These are real. These are written in by actual
Okay.
people that are reading the magazine. They're like, I had this happen. You're going to write these
Yeah,
down?
save that.
Notes
Yeah.
here. Hold on, let me
Next
take notes.
sermon, Patrick's up there like, don't ask me where I heard this. But yeah, that was his sermon title, and he kicked off with, now that I've got your attention, let's talk about purity. Number 2, God's Final Rose, 6 Lessons in Biblical Romance from The Bachelor. So you got to
Ooh.
relate to your people. A lot of people love The Bachelor and like
Or hate
reality
it.
shows. Yeah,
You know.
Yeah, I would be
Wait,
around.
The lessons are from The Bachelor?
Well, it's like based. I don't know. I'm not the preacher. I'm just reading their titles. 6 Lessons in Biblical Romance from The Bachelor. So,
There's
yeah.
not many shows that get under my skin quicker than The Bachelor.
I don't know. Kelly, my wife, has brought quite a few up to me that I'm just like, it's her guilty pleasure to
Yeah.
watch like white trash.
What
or,
was
sorry,
the
just
one
trashy.
during COVID where everyone stayed in a hotel room, like a separate room, but they could see each, like,
Love is Blind.
Is
Love
that-
is
was that the
Blind.
one?
Yeah,
I
they had
had-
like the screen
wall.
between them. They
Yes.
couldn't see one another.
yes, yeah. I heard that one was pretty rough.
yeah,
That was
well, they
pretty
had to like depend on each other's personalities and just,
Oh, man.
yeah.
God forbid.
I know.
Hate
right?
that stuff.
I would have been rocking it.
How
Just
not
not
to
when they
win a
showed the-
spouse via The Bachelor. That would be Chris Jackson's sermon title. Yeah. If they're on The Bachelor, just don't.
No.
Here's one that is very biblical based. Twin fawns of a gazelle. Why Songs of Solomon wasn't actually about sex. And if it was mostly about how you should never have it. This was a real sermon title.
Long sermon title.
Right.
We got to cut down on the words. Deal with the content later.
You can't
But-
double subtitle. You can't. You can't.
Well, this wasn't one for the sign out front. This was just the got him in was the twin fawns of a gazelle. That was the part that was biblical. It's like, oh, this could be a good sermon.
So that's a bold interpretation of the text.
Well, some people have to do that. You need to visit.
I don't think
more-
they have to.
You
I
need
just
to
think they
visit other
do.
churches.
I just think they do.
Let's see. Called to singleness. How to know it's time to settle for dating Jesus. That was a good sermon title.
Amen.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Like the most offensive. One of the most. I love it. That's great.
I mean-
the season of singleness. I do like when people say that.
Yeah.
And
Called.
sometimes it's true, but like, yeah.
A lot of people get called to stuff, and some people should be called to singleness.
Can you read that one more time? I want to hear that again.
Called to singleness. How to know it's time to settle for dating Jesus.
Hey.
Oh, he's deep
Oh, he's
into
not
his
the-
phone.
oh.
Yeah, he's no on the ones and twos.
You hear that one?
Oh,
You wasn't listening at all. That's all right.
Noah did say his date later tonight.
Hot date.
Yeah, Call of Duty. Number 5. Now this is all not parentheses. It's all hyphenated, I guess, from the full word kissed, where everything is like K.I.S.
It's an acronym.
Acronym. There we go. I was trying to think of the term. I'm nervous with a new guy.
No, that's about how you read.
Kissed, keeping intimacy sin-free since everything's dangerous.
Keeping intimacy sin free because
Everything is dangerous. Yeah. Synonym, right? That's what you said?
That's that's another.
Kissed.
Interesting.
That's a good one. I think I like. Maybe you should start doing that more on sermons, guys. You should like find a word that's really catchy, like the sex one. It could be like sin everywhere, exile, or no xylophone.
Just the worst acronym.
Don't find one with an X.
yeah, yeah.
The real moral of the story. No X is an acronym.
Chris Jackson said sermon title: "I kissed dating goodbye." ... with Jesus.
Oh, that's sweet, Chris. I do remember I Kissed Dating Goodbye.
Kiss.
Wasn't
Keep it
that-
simple, stupid.
Was it a book or was it a sermon series or a?
It's a book.
A book?
It's
Okay, I
it was
was
like a
thinking it
book
was.
on like courtship.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I'm
Kiss
not
dating.
dating. I'm
That's
courting.
That's
Yeah.
the word. That's the
Yeah.
word. Brett says we're up to 50 push-ups, so I might
Oh,
have
dang
made
it.
I might have made a
Alright.
bad move here.
You always make.
You know
a bad
what?
idea.
Brett heard that and he's just
Doing it himself.
Mm.
He's making fake accounts right now. Randy.
Randy.
Kiss is. Wait a minute. I want to read it first.
I know it's good. It's clean. It's clean. It's good.
Keep it
Yeah.
simple, silly pants. Yeah, Kiss. Kiss. They have a good cover band. So number 6.
Oh my gosh.
Number 6, here's a title of a sermon for dating. How far is too far? Remembering the 3 H's.
3. Oh, I cannot wait to hear.
Okay.
Can we try to guess them first?
You can try to guess the 3 H's. Remember, how far is too far? Remember the 3 H's.
Is hands one of them?
Just try.
Okay, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Okay.
Hand holding.
hand
Hand
holding.
holding.
Yeah.
Is that 2 or is that 1?
That's just one.
Okay, that's a
I
good-
want to
that
make
was a
sure
good
because there's
follow-up.
2 H's.
Should be
Yeah,
4
that's a
H's.
good follow-up, yeah. Hand holding, hanging out, and
I should just give you this. It's
Yeah.
going to
Alright,
be a
hit me.
hard
Just give it to
You
us.
can get some fun ones. Remembering the 3 H's. Hugs, hand holding, and hell.
how do I-
Hell,
Oh, of
hell.
course.
There you
How
go.
could I not have
Because
followed
hand holding hugs goes straight to hell.
Hugs, mom,
She
dad.
got hugs before we did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She comes from, she taught me a lot.
A-frames. A-frames.
So, yeah, I like that one a lot. I remember reading that one earlier.
I think that might be my favorite. now.
Yeah,
That
that's
one- that
pretty
one's
good,
hooked
right?
up.
How to lose God in 10 days. Losing your faith while dating someone who doesn't go to or was not approved by the church.
There's no way that was a real
The
one.
qualifier in there.
Right?
Yeah.
Or
just
Not
in
a-
case it didn't fall underneath the first one.
That was for someone.
Yeah, there's
yeah,
someone.
specific.
Like someone was in that service like,
And to get to
come
the
on.
like cross arm.
Why you gotta call me out like
Yeah.
that, bastard?
Not supposed to use the pulpit like that.
this church, Jeff. Just like specific. Like,
Dot,
dang,
dot, dot.
you just said his
Jeffrey.
name. Let's see. Number 8, Bathsheba in the
Ew.
midnight.
Ooh.
The dangers of Instagram.
That might be the most accurate one so
That
far.
one really
Like-
did.
Like there,
I was like, you know what? We talk about this way more.
that Bathsheba in the midnight should be a song title or a band title. That's
did-
Like a
it
good,
does.
did you
What
guys
was it?
see Bathsheba in the midnight this
What was it
weekend?
saying? God and the lint heads, or what do we say? Oh, God's belly button.
God's Belly
That was
Button
another
would be
band
a
we
cool
were thinking
band
of.
name, yeah.
Yeah, God's belly button. It could be a lint head. Got some more comments coming in.
Show is ideas for sermon titles with
Valentine's
for
Day coming
Valentine's
up.
Day coming up.
We didn't even plan that, but yes, that's exactly
No,
what
we
we
did
were
that.
It's a
doing.
brainstorming session.
We planned that.
We planned
Yeah,
that.
we planned it. Yeah, what are you talking about?
Oh, we got a bunch of hellos coming in from TikTok as
Who
well.
we got?
Um,
Oh, your brother?
we got Claire commenting in.
Claire,
My brother. Hey, Claire.
what's going on?
Hey, Philip.
Claire, Brett is at home with his sick child. Coop is feeling it tonight.
Taking care
so
of his eldest.
He's doing his dad duties like
Yep.
a good man, but he's also commenting in. So
Yeah.
say hi.
Appreciate
Also, do you know Claire?
you.
I don't think
She goes
do I
to
know
your
Claire?
church.
She go. Well, you're Carson Castleman,
Okay.
It's his daughter.
his daughter.
Yes.
And
Yeah,
his
yeah, yeah.
husband.
So this is Pastor
Hi,
Patrick.
Claire. Good to see
Yeah.
ya. I totally knew it was you.
Yes, introductions.
That
yeah.
was a joke.
Yeah.
when
okay.
I first got here, and I grew up in like most of like the church here, and we got back, and like kids get older, so they
Yeah.
look different. And so Jenna Squat, you don't know Jenna, but she might be still watching. She was on earlier, but like her family's big in the church, and like I sat down right next to her at an outside picnic, and I straight up asked her who she was, and I knew who she, but I hadn't been here for 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm Jenna, and I'm like, oh, you are Jenna. And like, I am so sorry right now. Like,
But it all clicked after that.
Yeah,
you
after
knew
that, I
afterwards.
was
Made
good,
total
but-
sense.
Yeah.
I felt really bad before that. So.
Let's see. We can skip into a few. We just got a couple left. Excuse me. That Red Bull's coming back. And
Get it
the
out.
pizza
Better
from
out than in.
pizza from Domino's. Oh, I love broke the rules. 50 Shades
Yeah.
of Don't.
Nope.
That's the title.
Nope.
Embarrassing the freedom of never even thinking about sex at all.
Embracing.
50 Shades of Don't. Embracing. Did I say embarrassing?
No, say it again. Embracing what?
Embracing the freedom of never even thinking about sex at all.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, 50 Shades of Grey, 50 Shades of Don't. I feel the wordplay there is good.
How? I just have like some questions here. Like, you how do you preach that message to a church of people where I'm assuming there's going to be some married people in that?
I mean,
building?
it could be like a youth pastor sermon. You guys are both youth pastors.
Yeah, I mean, as a youth pastor, we probably shouldn't use 50 Shades of Grey
No,
as like a reference
you
and
never make it
illustration.
past that. That would be the end. Of
You'd be
the-
done. Yeah, you lost them right
Yeah,
there.
right there. They're
Yeah.
gone.
This-
They're out.
This is a senior congregation. I was wrong in that. Yeah.
Yeah. You're
think that through.
done there. The real innocent ones are going to be like, "What?" And then the other ones are going to be just laughing. The rest of
Then
the
they all
day.
got their phones out, and you're in big
You
trouble.
know what-
yeah.
50, what? Okay. Oh, I see what he's doing.
Oh, yeah. That no.
Hear that right in the sermon. Just one bite of the apple. How forward-facing hugs can be a slippery slope.
Amen. There you go.
Side hugs all
Side
day.
hugs for Jesus.
I retract my A-frame and upgrade to side hugs.
Oh, Philip's commenting in. It's changed. Everybody's a different color.
I
now.
like
That's
that
pretty
though.
neat. Yeah,
100.
It used to all
Brett,
be the
can you
same.
stop? Can you stop hurting us?
100 push-ups.
doing
There
this
is
on
no
purpose.
way we've got that many likes.
I didn't commit to that. I just want to throw that out there. I didn't say, hey.
Part of the ship, part of the crew. Is that how it works?
You've already won the competition, Brett. Stop pushing it further.
Stop. Brett, you're a part of this. You have to do these push-ups too.
Yeah, come on, Brett.
Kissers in the hands of an angry God.
Oh my god.
Physical boundaries in dating. Yeah.
Gonna dangle him over a fire. Oh.
Swiping right into hell. Your soul is the era of Tinder.
These are good.
Your soul in the era of Tinder. Sorry, I got excited there for a second.
I love how dramatic they are, too. Like, hell. You are going to hell.
Yeah, it did have a ... Sweeping or swiping right ... into hell. Yeah.
What is the show? Is it Parks and Rec where the guy comes from overseas and he's like, believe it or not, straight to jail. And then he's talking about believe it or not, straight to hell.
Pharmacy, yeah. Oh, littering? Yeah, straight to jail.
Straight to jail. Yeah, believe it or not. Yeah. Oh, there's Jenna shared it too. Thank you.
Oh,
for
just
that.
shared. Appreciate it.
Are they
Jenna.
doing this on shares?
I was supposed to be shared a bunch. I don't know. I just stopped talking about it, hoping they would forget. But
yeah.
Brett will not let go.
He's trying to help you work off that
He's
dominoes.
keeping that math down.
Really, Matt's back there doing this.
It's not him. It's you. Don't blame God for your lack of dating life. Sorry, Noah. It wasn't aimed at you at all. But I just,
It's not him. It's you.
don't blame God for your lack of dating life. Temptation. That's the title, and then it says why we will start censoring that sloppy wet kiss line in the overhead projector. Is it Dave Crowder?
Yeah, David Crowder.
Sloppy
Howie
wet
loves
kiss.
to do that song at our wedding.
That's a good song.
That and How Deep the Father's Loved,
Hmm.
2 of my faves.
There you go.
That was a very specific place too. They were like, you know what? Listen, Cheryl, this is why we took that out of the projector. Okay.
Oh, there were definitely churches that wouldn't sing
really-
that line.
yeah.
Like
I
that
don't
was a
think
real thing at that
I don't
time.
think that song's ever been sung at Turkey Creek
What,
ever.
what was the other word? It was like
He says-
unforsaken
so,
kiss instead.
Unforeseen.
They changed.
Unforeseen, yeah,
kiss.
unforeseen
Which
kiss.
just doesn't fit as well.
That was the
No.
radio edit for Christian radio.
Yeah.
It depends which. If you listen to like 93.3, you got unforeseen kiss.
Yeah.
If you listen to 104.3, you got sloppy wet kiss. Like they're more edgy.
I was always a sloppy wet guy.
Oh yeah, That's how. Yeah, definitely.
Don't clip that.
No, it's good.
Yeah.
That's not how
Too
this
late.
works. Sorry.
Dang it, live.
Next TikTok.
Chris says sloppy wet is better too. We're clipping all these.
You don't get kicked out of Bible college for nothing, man.
Jenna
That's
said it
how
was
I-
likes, so she did a bunch of likes.
Oh.
Noah says taking more strays than the crazy cat lady tonight. Sheesh.
Let's see. Dressed for eternity, a biblical case for never taking off your clothes.
Even
Dressing
like
for
shop-
eternity.
Never.
Yeah.
I do not. Wait, are you a shirt swimmer?
No. I mean, I
I
should
can't
be, but no.
stand
No, like a wet shirt
Oh,
stuck
man.
to you.
Yeah.
Even if they're made to get wet. Like the only time I would ever like when I lived in Maine, we would surf, but it's so cold there, you have to wear a wetsuit.
Wetsuit, yeah.
That wetsuits are fine. Anything other than that is
Well,
no,
see, you
can't
guys
do
are
it.
both skinny guys again. I'm just bringing up the fat
I'm
fat
kinda
life.
hairy, though.
Well, yeah, but it's the
Yeah.
fat thing that you want to cover up. I'm not ashamed of hair.
What's wrong?
I mean, you might need to be ashamed of hair, but it's,
You are perfect the way you are.
see, I just make people gross. I don't care. I want.
I mean, you could
I got
improve.
married.
You could improve a little bit.
I can.
I mean, I'm just-
but I'm not. It
He's
ain't
knew he's got to
happening.
say that. I could tell you.
Let's see. Last one on the list here, and then I'll kick it over to somebody else. Just like Paul, 5 ways to know you have been given the gift of singleness. Just like Paul. Are you trying to read some comments coming in?
love Jesus that much. I love this.
I love this podcast. The guy in the blue is so attractive. That's you. It's
who is
it's
that?
probably somebody we know.
That's probably. There's no way someone thinks I'm attractive, so that's got to be
yeah,
somebody
it's
we
got
know.
to be random.
That's got to be
Zach
random.
Dom's commenting in.
Zach,
It's called Never Nude. It was featured in.
dude, I'm not showering in a shirt. I'm not doing it. I don't care.
I have now trying to swim in clothes is a horrible plan. I have jumped in jeans before with a sweatshirt
Oh,
on.
that'll.
I've
sink you to the
Weigh
bottom.
you
one
down.
or two
Oh, yeah.
times, and it is hard to stay.
Have you ever fished in waders, like the big rubber?
You can die that way.
Oh, dude, those things are scary.
People die that way.
Well, have you
know-
ever had a pair?
Yeah. So
'Cause it-
like, the boots are built in.
Yeah.
So it's suspenders and like covers you, and they're waterproof, so you can stand in the creek and like
Yeah.
fly fish. But guys will like slip on a rock, water
then
will
it'll
start
fill.
to flow in, and they fill, and you can't get them
Yeah.
off, and they'll drown in not a lot of water.
Well, and when you're
because the
in there
waders
and there's
kill
no
them.
water inside, it suctions to you
Yeah.
like pressure,
Yeah.
heavy pressure.
It's
Yeah.
that's I don't like
If you're
wearing them.
claustrophobic, I don't
Do you
recommend
fish?
it.
I, when I went to kids camp as a kid,
Yeah.
I had a little. I think it was Pirates of the Caribbean fishing rod, and I
Yes.
caught some fish, but I have not fished since. So
Oh.
Well, we'll go fishing.
Can't-
I
I would
got, I
love
got, I
to.
got a boat.
You
We'll go
guys
would love
fishing.
can't.
to.
You guys can't hit 100 on everything for each other. You know, it's you got your sports.
He golfs and he likes Boston. I think.
Yeah.
we'll
I
be-
mean,
think
we're
we'll be all
we're a
right.
match made in heaven.
Yeah, I
There
think
you
we'll be
go.
all right. Yeah, we start.
We
we're
could
starting
figure out the
strong.
fishing thing
Yeah,
after
yeah,
that.
that's whatever. Yeah.
Hey, Uncle Gary, thanks for tuning in. See you commenting in there.
Why are so many of those aimed at being single? That's a great point.
You need to be single.
Yeah. I mean, there's different churches for different folks, man. That's just how it is.
Your mom said we didn't do mixed bathing.
Oh, mixed bathing? You
So-
mean swimming or bathing? Because that's a totally different
So
subject.
that was the thing we would always use when people would say no mixed bathing, and I'd be like, no soap,
Nah.
no soap here.
There
No
you go.
bubbles. You're
yeah,
good.
Yeah, we're good.
We
We're
get
clear.
bubbles.
We're clear. But that was a real thing that I can remember people.
Oh, yeah.
Like mixed bathing
No
was the
mixed
thing.
swimming.
And there was one year we had to wear our shirts at camp when we would swim, and I hated that.
I remember
so
there was
much.
a church in Virginia I went to work at one summer, and they had a pool. I was like, they got a pool? This is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, don't worry, everybody's wearing shirts. I'm like, I don't think that's the problem.
Randy says, and I didn't know this. He said that some waders have a belt you can pull tight around your waist so
Oh, yeah.
that water doesn't get
Oh,
in.
there you go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I had to use a bunch with the water company back in the day.
Dude, those were
They
great.
were fun. I had a good time.
Those were
Yeah,
hilarious.
I'm glad those went well. It felt like it was a fun little.
You ready
segment.
for me to bring it down?
I'm
and-
ready for
and
you to crash
chase
us
everybody
into
away.
church mode again.
There you go. Come
Do
on.
it. All right, Noah, hit it.
Sit down and listen up to what Joey's got to say.
All right,
Yeah.
let's have less fun.
Less fun.
No, I'm
Your
kidding.
segments
I'm
are
kidding.
fun
Yeah,
sometimes.
yeah. So I want to check in and see if I'm noticing something that other people are noticing. But recently, I've been I like sports. I like college football. I like whatever. I watch.
I
Sports.
like sports. I don't care who knows.
Yeah, right. I've been noticing. And I can't stand Ohio State. Notre Dame is okay. I'm a Tennessee football fan for some weird reason. I can explain that later. But they're out, so I'll be rooting for Notre Dame Monday night. But what I've been noticing is in the past year or so, it seems like there's been a drift, maybe back is the right word, toward like being open about your faith in public for, these kids that are playing in college.
Yeah.
Other athletes, like mainstream. I wrote mainstream faith as like the title for this, right? And I feel like I've been noticing people being more actively open with faith, and it's odd because like the one guy like in Ohio State, like he's been very open this whole year about like his faith, but also in the last game he like punched a Texas player in the face. But like he
did ask for forgiveness right away.
Well, dude, he
Yeah.
looked like he felt so bad after
Yeah.
about like he really did have remorse about it. And like nobody's perfect, so I'm not saying he has to be perfect if he's a Christian. But have you guys noticed that? So that's my first question. Do you feel like I'm off base there, or have you noticed any of that over the last? And you don't watch as many sports. Some
No, but I mean,
Yeah.
I do keep up with that end of stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
Tebow was a huge, big deal, putting scriptures on
Yeah.
things, and he was like pretty big about showing his faith.
Yeah.
I feel a lot of people do. You always had it back in the day of like, I want to give my thanks to God, my Christ and Savior,
Yeah.
da, 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 but that's only when they win most of the time. But now it's more, I do feel
I've
it's
been
more
noticing
predominant.
guys like after they've lost.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, before we leave, like stop in the press conference and be like, I need to talk about this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank God for this.
I
opportunity.
think just like as our world kind of goes more secular, there is more of a sense of like I think younger people always want to rebel, right? We all have
Yeah.
a sense of like I want to beat the man, I want to be my own person, I want to rebel. And I think a way previously was to rebel was to be secular, and now our world has gone so secular
Yeah.
that I think there's a sense of, especially with young people, that there's a desire to rebel. So I'm going to be willing to step out and be vocal about my faith.
Yeah,
But-
counterculture is like faith now,
Yeah,
right? It's kind of
exactly.
weird how it's
because
revolved.
cultural Christianity is almost going by the wayside.
Yeah.
And now what's rising to the surface is people who have authentic,
Yeah, like-
real faith with Jesus. Cultural Christianity is kind of out.
Yep, which is
cool.
Which is great. That was my next
Yeah.
question was, or do I think that's the right way for us to be moving?
Mm-hmm.
And Noah, go ahead.
So you did see Ohio State like beginning of the year.
I don't know if they can hear him, so I'm going to
That's
relay
okay.
it. He's talking
Yeah,
about Ohio State.
They were holding like religious.
Yeah, they did baptisms. They have shirts that say God won on them. They gave them out the baptisms, and they have their logo on the back.
And they also there's a meme going around right now. Their backfield, their one receiver on the left,
Yeah.
super religious after every game he posts like Bible
Yeah.
stuff and everything. The other guy commented like blood all over the grass.
Oh, they're like
It's real-
opposite.
It's just like
Yeah.
isn't it just amazing? You have a guy that like loves Jesus and a guy that's about murdering people in the same spot.
The juxtaposition of that. Yeah, Clay says hi.
Yeah, what's going on, Clay?
But it's kind of, we had a newer couple come into church, and they're like 24, 25, probably have a young daughter.
My
and
God!
like,
Okay,
you know,
it's
they were
happening.
here-
Everybody stay calm.
What is that?
Ladies and gentlemen,
What was-
may
oh.
I have your attention,
I can't
please?
hear what it is.
It is my great
I hit
honor
it?
and pleasure to announce to you
Is that
none
your
other
phone?
than my the phone man doing of
Oh,
the that? What's going on? north,
You push
the
the button?
maker of
He's just
bacon,
grinning. I don't know
the
what he's-
builder of bricks, none other than Clay Power.
No, that's
He
not
hit-
that Clay. It's
That's a different Clay. It's a different Clay.
You're playing that for Clay. I was like, where's
that
this
would've
looking?
That'd have
What
been
is-
epic if it was that Clay, though.
Yeah.
Like, you'd have been so on point there. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, and after a
Yeah,
couple weeks,
that's my cousin.
I asked him, hey, how'd you find us? What's bringing you
Yeah.
around? And
just like,
he had
what are you
said
doing?
that basically the drift away, like the darkness in the world,
Mm.
made him think, because he not like traditionally in church kind of guy, and he said that had pushed him back to thinking like there's got to be more to this, like there's got to be more to this, and
Yeah.
so maybe that's how it's working. Which you have to unplug the just unplug it and plug it back in. You might have to power on, power off. That's one of the problems with those M50s is because they turn off every 30 minutes. We'll have to do it another 30. Sorry, I forgot about that.
Well, we're at the halfway
That's
mark.
why
We should be good.
That's why we circumvented that with the other program, but I have to find the new program to download. For
That's
that.
all good.
But yeah, I think you're right. It's that rebellious thing. So now maybe we have to be worried about like
Yeah.
our kids, right? Or,
Oh, I mean, it's the
Yeah.
pendulum, right? It always
Yeah.
swings one way and then it comes back the other way. But I think one of the cool things, I think, especially with church these days, I think we get scared of the face of opposition against us.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, like, you know, the church has thrived, you know,
Yeah.
under the face of persecution. And it's almost like because in our weakness, like we are strong,
Yeah.
like in the face of like when we have to be fully surrendered, fully sold out to Christ.
Yeah.
Like that's where we really experience like the power of like the Holy Spirit working through us because we can't do it on our own. And when we have cultural Christianity, we could just kind of do whatever
you
we
fake
want.
it, yeah.
So, but it's cool to see like, you know, people on a national scale, these guys having these platforms because of their football gifts and talents.
Yeah.
And then, you know, giving the glory back to Jesus, which is awesome.
It's almost like we're supposed to live completely surrendered, you know?
Almost. Huh. Interesting.
Yeah. Huh. Weird, isn't it? Yeah. You feel same way, or what do you think?
Sure.
I love you.
I'm with you.
Sports.
I'm with you, preacher.
I know you just sports. You're like,
Amen.
yeah. And what the danger is that people would misrepresent, but that's all. There's no way around that. That's going to happen, and our job is to be consistent and be pointing back to Christ through all of that. And not everybody's going to be perfect. Not everybody's, and there will be people that try to feed off of that and fake it to get popular. But we just have to keep doing. I mean, church has been around for a long time, and it'll be around long after us.
Yeah.
Assuming Christ doesn't come back.
I think the Notre Dame quarterback he got a little blasted on Twitter from what I saw. You know, Twitter's a little bit of it's
X.
whatever.
A microcosm.
X,
of-
yeah, it's like whatever
Oh, yeah,
they
yeah,
push your way or whatever.
Yeah.
But he had said like because Ohio State had all these baptisms and basically had revival breakout on
Yeah.
their team, which was incredible, and then Notre Dame having a lot of faith-based players.
Yep.
He had said like the Lord had blessed them with
Yeah.
like this platform, and some people were like, well, God, he didn't give you that because you're Christian. It's not a byproduct, but it is like
Yeah.
an opportunity when you have that, that opportunity, that platform to be able to use it. Just super cool to see what God can do
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
we give him the glory
Yeah.
and give him the opportunity.
And
Tabitha, what's up? We haven't
and
seen her in a while.
yeah,
Good
hey,
to have you
Tab.
back around. Hope everything's going good.
Bringing up Notre Dame, you just won Brett over. I'm sure he's a huge Notre Dame fan. He missed last week's episode
So-
just
To watch the game. I
It
get
was
it.
a good game.
It was
really
a
good game.
I heard that that Notre Dame had stopped doing mass with the football team, and that Marcus Freeman, when he came in, like reinstituted
Why'd you stop
that.
doing this? Yeah,
Yeah,
That's awesome.
jump back in.
I mean, it is a Catholic school. You should probably take on a mass.
do
you know.
Catholic stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do Catholic stuff.
I'm not saying everybody, but them.
Yeah, that's all. That's all I got. That's all
It was
I
a good
wanna
one,
talk
man.
about, So yeah.
I brought up a lot of topic.
Do you have
wait,
do you
wait.
have Patrick's sound?
I do have Patrick's sound. You can hold one of these up to your ear. We made you a special sound for your
I made
segment.
this for you today. It was
Okay.
Josh's idea,
Um,
and then I whipped it up.
But
Let's
we,
go.
Yeah.
we did have something messed up, so I'm going to have to play it from this. So are we ready with this, Noah? I'm going to play that sound. Here we go.
Thumbs up. Story time with Brett.
No! This is Patrick!
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've
That's
only ever heard that clip a
This
million
is
times. Yeah, I'm sure you've never heard that one before.
no, never.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Josh sent me like a little message on Facebook, like, and was like, "Hey, I know this is last minute, but do you want to come on? Do you
Yeah.
want to do this?" And I was like, "Okay." And he's like, "You can have a segment." And I was like, "Okay, well, what a
that
segment?
mean?
Like, what do you mean?
What? Like a little piece?
I
Like,
could
what
do
is that?
whatever I want."
20-minute sermon, bro.
So I thought I'd do my personal top 5 youth group games that I had when I was a youth pastor that made students throw up.
yeah.
Which
We
is
all
a,
had
which is a
those good
minor
ones.
goal.
Yeah.
Anytime you have a game.
And when
Yeah.
I first became a youth pastor, I had a group of kids that loved it. It was like the gross stuff was
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
By the time I left, my students were like, "Yeah, we're not doing this
There,
anymore."
there was a change
Yeah.
right around. Yeah.
They were like,
there
"Yeah,
was a shift.
we're not doing your
Yeah.
gross stuff anymore."
Like,
and
oh,
I was
you guys
like,
aren't
"Oh,
fun anymore."
Come on,
Yeah.
throw up for me. No, that's weird.
This is my
No,
thing.
dang. Sloppy wet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh. So he makes little shorts on TikTok
Yeah.
that go
Talking
out.
about
Well,
all that.
you have until Monday to get those done. By the
Yeah,
way.
you get them up, but they're gonna disappear on us.
Yeah. You'd be like, yes, TikTok ban. Like,
Yeah.
get it away.
So I thought I'd start with my number 5 and we work to the
Yeah.
best.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like that's the right way to go. So number 5 was just straight up Monopoly. So I did this event. It was called Monops at the Hop. So we went to IHOP, played
Yes.
Monopoly. So
Yes.
we have Monopoly boards everywhere, and kids are ordering like pancakes and stuff. And this one kid, Grant, is like scarfing down a pancake way too fast, and someone made him laugh. And next thing we know, the board is covered.
Pancake out the
So,
nose.
but
Right.
what I will say is that was not the intent of the event,
Right.
but that was the worst game that I did that ever had a kid throw up. Monopoly. Who
Yeah.
would have thought?
A pancake.
I'm
of
sure
all.
the people at IHOP just loved.
No, so this was literally I was 3 weeks on the job. It was like my first event that I was doing.
That's how you do
this
it.
kid
Yeah.
throws up, and I'm like, oh man, I guess I got to do something about this. I get up and I go to the back and I try and find a waiter, and I was like, hey, I just had like a kid throw up. Like, could you like? Do you have anything like that we could clean it up with? And they just handed me a bucket. They weren't like, we're gonna come help you. They were not
Yes.
like, can we grab anything? They were like, here's your bucket.
I mean,
I
that's
was
the
like,
life of IHOP. If you were in Waffle House, they wouldn't even give you a bucket. They're like, just leave.
they're like, yeah, you're,
Like that's the fourth person to throw up in here tonight.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
whatever.
you're
good. It's all
Why are you telling
good.
me?
we'll put it on the top.
The next one that we had was this is number 4, was just a straight up hot dog eating contest.
Okay.
But I added a wrinkle into it where they had to drink, they had to chug 2 sodas afterwards.
Oh, nice.
And
like
then
regular cans.
just regular cans of soda.
be able to
handle
and
that.
then they had to burp.
Oh, man. That's
know.
evil.
You're asking for it. Hey, that's
was.
on you. You get a better, you better trash can.
I
right?
was. yeah, it didn't
go.
The trash can was
make it.
there. It wasn't used.
Nobody
Oh,
touched it.
shoot.
Yeah. I don't know. So as a former youth pastor,
Yeah.
you ever do the Sprite and banana challenge?
Sprite
yeah.
and banana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
What
dude,
is-
it's impossible. You eat a banana.
I've never
drink
heard
a
of
Sprite.
this.
Yeah.
The chemical reaction just
it's like
causes.
the
Is
potassium.
this Mentos and Coke, but in your stomach?
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
we've
it,
done
like,
that.
Yeah, so it swells up inside your stomach, and then you eventually throw up. And if kids didn't throw up, who would try to complete the challenge, they would just feel really sick for the rest of the night.
Just go lay
Because
down, take a
bloated.
nap.
Yeah,
and-
bloated.
Because you're like literally bloated.
Yeah.
Chris Jackson's done. Chris Jackson has been a youth pastor for a while.
There you
but
go.
He knows what we're talking about here.
I mean, let's be clear. I didn't come up with any of this. Nothing that I've done.
Oh, there's-
Everything's recycled.
There's nothing
and
new
stolen.
under the sun, man.
Yeah.
You're good.
Yeah, the
So-
banana and Sprite is rough.
I've not heard of that
We
one.
should do
Yeah.
that for the show, maybe. But yeah.
Wait, we're gonna feel terrible. Have you ever done the one chip challenge?
Oh,
I don't like spicy stuff, but
we don't either.
I would do it. That's the point.
I literally thought Josh was gonna die.
What was it? The 100th episode we did that.
It was yeah.
Yeah.
And you got it in your nasal passages.
Oh, it was in
He got
all
it like
my
in his
holes.
sinuses.
It was bad.
I mean,
dude.
for real. Like, if we could find the video afterwards, I'll
Yeah.
pull it up.
I just left alive.
We thought he was gonna die. We all at one point had to walk away.
Yeah, we broke up a couple
I
of
accidentally
chips.
touched my eyes.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was
Yeah.
bad. It was bad.
Yeah. I was out
Yeah.
on the front porch out here, just shoving water in my mouth and eyes.
mucusing.
It just-
did it even
Just
help?
mucusing.
Like the water even help
No,
at that
nothing.
point?
Milk didn't help.
Nothing helped.
Yeah.
Time was
We
the
had
only
everything
thing.
there, and it's sorry.
Yeah.
Not,
I left.
not worth it.
I left alive. There
I
was
would
just
never do it again.
a blank camera. Yeah. It's like I'm done with
was
hot
bad.
food.
Goodness.
It
I
was
still
bad.
like hot food, just
Yeah.
not that. There is
No.
a chip in the locker in case you change your mind.
Oh,
You
okay.
wanna- you
Well,
wanna- you wanna-
if we get 1,000 likes tonight,
Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't do it. Don't say it. Don't.
They'll hire a Russian bot farm.
no.
Wait, so that was number 3?
That was number 3.
Okay,
The
wait,
Sprite and
number
Banana
2.
Challenge. Number 2, I had to stop doing dodgeball so much. Obviously, I had to try and get some kids involved, but
Dodgeball's so great.
I know it's the best.
But after you dominate so many kids, it's just
Yeah.
like, well, I can't do
beyond
this
formals
anymore.
here.
try to get
Hey,
like
beyond
some
formal.
the non-athletic kids
Yeah.
involved. So I started doing it was a series I called Trivia and I would do Trivia or White Castle or Trivia or Taco Bell, and what I would do is I would order a full meal of that,
Yeah.
and then you put it in a
$7 Lux
blender.
box.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Wait.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They can't just eat Taco Bell. Come on,
and then,
Josh.
And then you blend it
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
the logical next step.
And then I would always say the losing team would have to drink said drink.
Yeah.
It's the
so-
same as eating it.
Oh, no, it's
and
not.
we did White Castle, and you get the onions going.
Yeah.
Like the whole room kind of
really
smelled.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's what I was saying. Like the smell.
Well, we
Yeah.
have Skyline around here, so that's a whole different ballgame.
Do you know Skyline?
Too.
So I know Skyline. I want to
Okay.
go to Skyline.
You've never been?
I've been one time.
I know,
How
one
late is
time.
Skyline?
I would love to go to Skyline. My wife is like, I'm not going to Skyline with you, and I'm like, I don't really want to be the guy to go to Skyline by myself,
No,
just like on
there's a table.
Tuesday afternoon.
There's a table for you.
Yeah.
They're just like, oh, he's here again.
Sorry.
He's checking how late they're open.
No,
he's really
sorry.
excited.
No, Zach's not watching. Zach Burns is not watching, is he?
No, I don't
Zach,
think so.
Zach Burns, if you're watching, comment on there. I just got your text message. I'm deciding if I should freak out excitedly or not.
Oh, okay. Something happened in the sports world.
No, he is with his life.
Oh, okay, good.
Good. Shout
But
out to
anyway.
Zach. We're happy for you, man. So yeah, Trivia
Yeah.
or White Castle.
That's
And-
crazy, though.
And then the number one, and this was like one of those things that just like it happened. It wasn't like planned or anything. I'd always do these things. I would like to call it "What would you do for $5?"
Oh, yeah.
And you know, you do silly
No one
things.
knows that game.
Yeah, you just come up with whatever it is, and then we'd bid off, and I'd be like, "Who would do it for $2?"
Yeah.
who would,
Yeah.
right? And then it'd be
go
like,
lower,
"I'll do
like-
it for free."
Oh, you win.
And
Yeah.
one of those moments that I wasn't proud of as a youth pastor, but the room kind of took over, and we were at this retreat.
The vibes were vibing.
Yeah, and it was like for $5, I'll suck a kid's toe, and everyone was like, "Yeah, yeah," and I was like, "Oh my gosh, what is going on?"
I didn't say that.
Who said that?
Like the kids were
Yeah.
like, they
They're
were like,
coming up.
I'll do this for $5," and everyone's like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." And I was young and dumb and kind of let it go on, and this kid from the back like raises his hand, and he was like, "They can suck my toe." And this kid, I mean, we're on day 3 of this retreat. He stands up. He's got like a military combat boot on, right? It's like he hasn't showered,
Yeah.
and he took his shoe off. And immediately, it was like this room
Yeah.
just reeked.
There's like
It
a
was-
cartoon of green steam
Yeah.
and like a fly
It was
goes by.
3 people passed
Yeah.
out.
And it was like, no one can do this. No one can
Yeah.
do this. And then there were some boys that were like,
I'll
I'll
do
do
it.
it. And yeah, it was, I don't know if they threw up, but like I wanted to just from being like in the presence of that. So that was number 1.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah, it was, bad one. Good
Yeah.
That's
one.
yeah.
The blending of
that's
food.
like could make the news one. Like you gotta
Yeah.
be careful with
Yeah.
those. You don't want to make the news. Like you can get in trouble.
Scandal.
Like you can have the pastor can be like, hey, you probably pushed it too far. You can live through that. You don't want to make the news. Like, that's local youth pastor allows like
I'm not in youth ministry anymore. So, I've grown out of this phase. I was young. I was dumb. I'm so sorry. Thank you, Jesus, for protecting me through all my dumb mistakes.
also
But
it was hilarious.
it was awesome. It was
So
awesome.
also it was
Yeah,
amazing.
it's
So
the
you-
best story
If
ever.
you get behind the pulpit some Sunday and we're all sitting there and nobody watches the show, of course, but all of a
suck
sudden
my
you're like, hey, so I've got an idea that I used to do in youth. I'm like, no, Patrick, don't.
No,
do it.
in the
Stop.
quietest moment in the middle of service
Yeah.
when you could suck my toe like that.
I don't
You'll
think I'll
get it.
pull that.
No one else will get it.
Yeah.
But no.
I think everybody will get it.
Randy says compared to last week, this episode's vanilla.
Vanilla from last week.
I'm missing it.
I can't remember what we talked
What
about.
did we talk about?
We did
last
get
week?
on some
Did
stuff.
we get crazy last week?
We
It
didn't
was,
get kicked off TikTok last week. That's good.
Hey, learn some words you can't say.
We got kicked off TikTok. So much.
Hey, Brett, I'm not going to read that one.
But yeah, blending food. That's now I think of camp because we both worked as youth workers at camp.
You
together.
remember Bonnie, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so Bonnie was a keychain, or mostly it was usually a keychain. But during the day, we had rules on you could plant Bonnie on people. So
Okay.
you had to clip her to the person, it's like on a belt loop, on a backpack, or anything. And if you got stuck with Bonnie at dinner, you got the contents of dinner put into a blender, blended
Yeah.
up, and drank it.
Nice.
Yeah, so I know
Nice.
all about.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a good time.
Now you probably weren't around when we had like I don't know, we had crazy games going on like that at camp, and there was a bunch of kids that were willing to lick a toilet seat. And
Oh no,
like,
I remember.
You remember that part? Yeah. There
I-
was the kid from Ashland that was like, "I'll do it," and he did it. And they were like, "What do I win?" It was like, "You get an iTunes gift card." He goes, "I don't own any Apple products."
He doesn't have any Apple. Yes, I remember that.
So he did it before, and then he got the card.
I at
He was
least
like,
remember hearing the story.
Oh, but yeah, that was like when Mount Vernon workers would come from Mount Vernon and help
Yeah.
us out. But yeah, they would get some. They duct tape a kid to a pole. But he was like, "I'll do it," and the whole
Dude.
camp is just cheering him on.
We had
Yeah.
We had a kid get duct taped to a pole in Maine at a camp, and it was like fun, and everybody was having a good time.
And then left him.
No, someone came up with a basketball, and as hard as they could,
Yeah.
point blank range, teed off on his dome.
That's awful.
And like it immediately, the vibes were gone.
Everybody's like,
Like,
oh.
yes, it was like everyone's having fun. Even the kid on the pole's having fun.
Yeah.
He's taped up there, just boom,
Yeah.
and like everyone immediately like, we're done now. We're done. Thanks
Yeah.
for ruining it, kid.
Camp is canceled for this year and the next.
I'm already getting called out for the
let's
Snow
see.
Angel Challenge.
Lindsay says,
Yeah.
"Oh, should we
Michael.
do it on the show after the show?"
Well, he challenged me, but my kids did it and I didn't. I was here at the show when they did it, Lindsay. I
Oh, man, you're
apologize.
getting called out.
I know. I'll have to do it
Oh,
when
man,
it's
what was
pure
my-
ice.
I think the last puking story was with, was it Titus? One of Matt's.
Matt's
It's
kids?
one of Matt's kids. Yeah,
But it could have been.
we were doing a thing where we like paper bags, and they team things at camp. You reach into the bag, pull it out, whatever it is, you eat the contents. Some of it was good, some of it was not good. You get some tripe in one bag, you get Swiss rolls in another bag, and one of them was a cocktail of like hot sauce, salt and pepper, condiments, like all kinds of different stuff like that. And we had it in a in a little cup, and it was I think it was Titus. I can't remember which, but it was
possible.
And
He's the older one. So.
we had a trash can there and everything because we're like, this could make a kid throw up. We're prepared. A big
Yeah.
trash can
Ready to go.
ready to go. And he gets up there. He's thinking, is he going to do it? And he's like, all of a sudden, the room gets nuts. And for some reason, he yells, "For Mother Russia" at the top of his voice. And he like raises it. He's like, "For Mother Russia," and knocks it back immediately on his face. I'm like, he's puking. He's
Yeah.
puking because it's a lot. And I look at him like, trash can right there. Trash can right
please.
there. Both hands to his face, tries to get to the bathroom. Right? Yes.
Through all the fingers.
And
yeah.
another student's mother was coming in that night to bring him something or something like that. So
Yeah.
she goes to our church, was walking in. He throws up on the half carpet, half tile, and it hits the tile and splashes all over her shoes. Right? It was classic. She was a champ with it. She's like, it's whatever. Like
Yeah.
she knows camp.
I know you
But,
guys
like,
are gross.
So he left a trail on the carpet. It was great. We cleaned it up. It was funny. Everybody laughed. But like he was hurting. He was hurting. For
I never
certain.
thought I'd see so many people throw up from eating baby food. So we had baby food
Some
competitions
of
all
it,
the
you gotta
time.
be- like the Thanksgiving
Just
dinner
regular
ones.
stuff, yeah. And I
rough.
would see so many kids just like, like couldn't handle it at all. Sorry, about made you go.
No, that doesn't. My stomach's fine.
You guys ever do the milk challenge?
The milk where
The
you drink a
gallon
gallon of
challenge?
milk.
Trying.
You do the milk challenge, but you gotta put food dye in it so you can throw up like neon.
Oh,
Oh, I
that's
like
fun.
that
Ooh.
aspect. I haven't done that
Yeah.
part.
Like glow in the dark food coloring.
It's not bad for you. You just throw it up, you feel
Is it possible? I've heard it's impossible.
No, you can't do it.
Yeah, it's like literally
He
impossible.
said to put food coloring in the milk. By the
Wait,
way, for those
you
that
could do
can't
it?
hear.
Wait,
Noah.
next week we're getting you a gallon of milk, and we're gonna put a camera on you.
We do have a TikTok video we could shoot tonight after the show's finished if
Yeah.
we need to. The
Okay.
marching in place thing.
Milk
It's a quick
chugging
one.
is the best / worst, says Chris Jackson. Who would know?
I don't drink milk.
I don't like milk either.
I'll
Yeah,
drink
milk stinks.
Even
I'll
as a
drink
kid.
strawberry milk. I'll drink chocolate milk.
If I did throw up, I'd be the last one.
I would probably throw up because I just don't like milk that much.
Yeah.
It wouldn't even be a thing about milk. I just don't want that.
I mean, like you could do like I could do a glass of milk, but if you're telling me I got to drink a gallon of it, like that's gonna really not.
My
Like,
brother is 10 years older than me, and so he drinks a gallon of whole milk in a week, no time flat. Like he's just like, ooh,
Is that 2%?
vitamin D. Glug, 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 glug. Like he really likes the whole milk.
You could be drinking whole.
Yeah. You could be drinking whole milk if you really wanted to.
Joey Chestnut can chug a gallon of milk in 13 seconds.
Well, Joey Chestnut is a
Yeah,
different
Okay, that
story.
doesn't count.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
he's,
he's
a
the
professional
exception that
eater.
proves the rule,
alien we're
right?
talking about.
Yeah.
Kobayashi.
Yeah, Aaron Judge can hit a home run, 500 feet. It doesn't mean we're going to do it.
Never. We got a Pod Bless segment.
We do. Let's
you,
bless
you got
somebody.
that? You got that keyed up for Pod Bless?
No,
or
hit
no?
it, will you? We're going across the pond. for
Pod
this one.
bless your heart.
Thank you, Noah.
We got a sound for everything.
I love it.
It
It's
helps.
awesome.
It helps. It's audio
Yeah.
cues. Yeah, let's bless somebody here tonight.
All right.
We're
So,
going
wait,
over to London.
I'll give
We
this.
should
I'll give this
explain
out.
this. You're
Yeah,
right. Thank you.
Patrick's
Go
new
ahead.
here. Some of you might be new, probably not. Every week we take a new segment
hope.
from anywhere in the world that
Yeah.
sometimes is a little dumb, has a little something to make fun of somebody on, and then we'll do the classic old bit of "Oh, bless your heart," where
Are you
know,
familiar with that saying?
yeah,
Of bless
it's a
your heart?
Southern
Yeah,
expression.
yeah, I've heard bless your heart
cool.
before.
Yeah.
Where it's like
Yeah.
a nice way to say,
Oh, you're an
kind of
idiot.
stupid.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Aw.
yeah.
So we
It's
we
passive.
Yeah,
Passive
yeah,
aggressive. Yeah, yeah.
in that concept we pod bless someone's heart.
Exactly.
I love that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we do a new
yeah.
segment every week, and we bring one from over the pond. You said.
London. We're going to London, England. Been around for a while,
Pip,
around
pip.
1066. Some say.
Cheerios.
Some would say longer. Depends who you ask. An 84-year-old British man armed with only a pair of trousers, because that's what they call pants over there, beat back a mugger half his age who tried to rob him at a laundromat in northern England. Ron Croker was drying his clothes last week when a masked thug, their words, not mine, accosted him at the unstaffed coin op laundrette, which is apparently what
Ooh.
they call those over there,
Fancy
in
way.
Maltby in South Yorkshire.
Oh,
which is
South Yorkshire. It's a
yeah.
lot better than East Yorkshire.
That's
I'll
what
tell
I've
you
heard.
that.
That's what I've heard. The altercations caught on camera, on a surveillance camera.
Oh, nice.
Appeared the two men were struggling over a pair of jeans
Okay.
that Croker, I don't know, was folding when the man attacked him. But the would-be robber also wanted the man's wallet,
Okay.
and he wasn't going to give it to him. Crocker was quoted as saying, as the man ran away, "I'm going to kill you,"
Oh.
says the 84-year-old man,
Nice.
which
Hey,
maybe he was. And then he went back to doing his laundry.
which they don't have guns over there, so he would have to do it like really menacingly.
They yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So he had to use the pants.
A lot of stabbings,
Clearly,
and
yeah, that's true.
apparently assaults with jeans.
Jeans,
Denim-related crime. And so he went back and went to drying his clothes again. The man came back and he beat him again with he's got wet jeans, like hitting this guy with
Yeah.
it. And I'm thinking about this. If you could get a good, you know how you crack a towel?
Yeah.
If you could get wet jeans would be deadly with
Oh,
that,
there's
right?
it's such a thick material. Yeah.
If you could get a good crack on that, you could hurt somebody with
Yeah.
that thing.
But at 84, that'd be hard to get a good
Hey,
swing in.
if you lived to 84, and let's see, what year is it? What year would you have been born?
A lot longer than me. I
Help
don't-
me with the math. Are you good at math?
84, do it backwards. So
I'm trying to think if he was alive during the Blitz or
No,
not.
I
which
went
he
into
probably wasn't.
ministry, not that.
Was this man alive in 41?
19, would it be 1925 is 100 years?
So he would have been. He
So
would have
it'd
been like a baby in the
1940.
yeah.
Yeah.
So he was probably alive when the Nazis were. And now we're off TikTok. I apologize. When the my bad.
That might kick us off.
Yeah.
It's getting ready to go away. That
When
might be
they
a
were
trigger.
when they were bombing, London, this
We
man
the
could have been a
wrong
baby,
fans.
or at least his mom was pregnant with him, right? And so he's not gonna get his pants stolen by some mugger. He's like, I lived through the Blitz, son.
Come
This
on.
ain't happening. He said, and I quote. I had fights and scuffles when I was younger, but when he was coming at me, I thought, I can't back down. There was no one there to help me, so it was either me or him, and I won. And
there
he
you
did.
go. Yeah.
The man they caught was 42 years old that had assaulted. And if
Wow.
you lived a rough 42 and that guy lived a good 84,
I could see an 84-year-old beating me up.
I could see it. The right
I mean, I'll
one.
be 42 this
Yeah.
year.
And that guy got
think.
arrested. They haven't
Man.
figured out what's going on with him yet. This just happened today.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Okay.
Maybe one of our most current. Happened at 8 a.m.
bless his-
Eastern Standard Time this morning.
Wow.
Today's the 16th, right?
Go get him. What did you say his name was? Crocker?
Does it say his first
Croker.
name? Ron.
I think it's Croker because
He
it
would be
sounds
a
like an
Ron.
English name.
Croker.
Yeah. I think Crocker would be more American
you're right.
and Croker would be more English.
So Ron Croker.
It's a real who could say situation here. Ron, if you're you're watching, do us a
Comment
favor.
in.
Yeah, comment
Sit
in
at
the
home.
chat
It's Kruger.
for us. Yeah.
Kruger?
It's Kruger. It's Kruger.
Yeah.
Oh my.
It's very German there.
Yeah, I don't think it's that one. But yeah, Ron is a bad man. Don't mess
Yeah,
with Ron.
That's
Don't mess
pretty
with-
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
I
you're
enjoy
just
that.
trying to do your laundry in a laundromat. Like,
Who steals a pair of jeans, for one thing?
right?
What was the guy from East Kentucky that was on the
You wanna
news?
see
Like,
Ron?
who steals a man's soap? Or he stole a cheese grater. It's like,
This
who
is
steals a
Ron.
cheese grater? Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Can I,
yeah.
Can
He's
they
not
see
feeble.
Ron? No, Ron's
No,
holding his own
Barely.
here.
Nah,
okay?
it's very.
I feel like I'm doing a
Looks like you're showing a UFO.
Right
I've got a
now.
UFO
Like a
on tape.
Goku
Yeah,
over
that's
here.
how good you can see it.
Yeah, spirit bomb.
So who do we bless in this situation? I would say we'd have to bless the robber trying to rob an old man of his pants.
Yes, that would be the proper way to do
Sorry,
this, right?
trousers.
But I think Ron also deserves a little blessing too.
Yeah.
Like shout out to in the non-sarcastic way.
That's the struggle with the segment that
Yeah.
we deal with, because
Yeah.
sometimes we want, like, obviously I want to bless Ron.
Yeah,
But if I'm meaning like you're kind of an idiot,
In the
I'm
heart
not
of the
calling. If you want
situation.
to call Ron an idiot, I mean, you got at your own risk, all right?
brave guy. Ron, you don't scare me.
Shows up.
Bring it on.
Next
Shows up
week,
next
he's-
Thursday. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
like, knock,
black
knock,
eye.
knock.
Hey, Ron found me, guys.
1,000 likes, I'll fight Ron in a cage match. Right after Noah does the milk.
There you go.
It's gonna be a great week.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
That'd be a good way to kick out. That'd have been a good 200th episode right
They
there.
didn't give me the name of the assaulter. No, yeah, assaulter. So, but we should probably bless that man. So,
Yeah, oh, yeah.
dude that got beat down by Ron with a pair of wet jeans. Pod bless your heart, sweetie. Thank you, Noah.
It's just another "God bless your heart, sweetie."
We have sound for everything.
Love it.
Yeah. And it wasn't the same sound. It was a different sound for the pod bless. Of
Same
two
voice
ends.
actor.
Yeah, same voice actor.
Thanks, Randy. Or no,
No, what do we
Tony.
call
Tony. Thanks,
That was
Tony.
Shout out to Tony.
Yeah.
You'll meet him one day. And then you'll say,
Oh.
his name's not Tony.
Tony's a good time.
Brett Dickman says Call of
COD
Duty
starts at 10. Hey, you do have a
Noah.
date at 10:15. What time is
Oh.
it? I won't make it home by then, Brett.
Right at 10 o'clock. It's Thursday night. You're not going to play.
Oh no, I had one bad night.
You have
Get
a
off me.
30-minute drive.
Yeah, you're right.
Since the new Call of Duty came out, we all have a group of probably
play?
6-7 guys.
I don't.
You
It's okay.
shouldn't.
You shouldn't. Don't.
Yeah,
I'm
you
not-
shouldn't.
You don't
It's-
want this.
My parents didn't let me play it growing up, and then by the time I was like old enough that I was like, I can make my own choices. I could play Call of Duty. I was
Yeah.
just so bad that I was like, this stinks.
You would fit in perfect.
Yeah, you don't have to be good. We're not good.
We're not gonna win, but we're
Yeah.
gonna have a good time.
I
are-
don't play to play. I hate the game.
We are really
I just
funny.
want to hang out.
Well,
Yeah.
Fortnite, back in the day when it originally came out, and you didn't have to be like, some
Sweaty.
crazy kid,
Yeah.
typing on.
Yeah.
Like, we'd hide in bushes and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
That was fun back in the
You remember?
day.
I remember playing Fortnite, holding Lily, who's 7 now, and like
Oh.
rocking her to sleep like this, and holding the controller here while we're playing Fortnite and,
And
loving it.
Then rage tossing her like, oh no, no,
Yeah,
they found me.
They're building.
yeah.
Yeah, we switch back and forth. We've played some Fortnite.
I
here
can't
and
do
there, so.
Fortnite anymore. There's
Brett
too many
said
layers.
when you said you're
Yeah.
not good, he said even better.
Brett, I'm just
Joey
as
can't
good
play.
as you. We are very equal level players. 1v1, I'm taking you at least half the time.
Noah does keep complaining that my lobbies are too hard. And he's
Dude.
like, it's Josh's fault.
So last night, Brett and I got on before you guys did,
Yeah.
and we were leading every lobby, and
Mm.
then you all joined, and we just started getting wrecked. Did you text? Is there a text thread happening that I don't know about right now? Don't even tell me. There is.
But we're all on PlayStation. We got a couple of PC guys, but yeah, we play all the time.
Brett, simulator tomorrow night.
Oh, golf simulator. Yeah, they're
Just put it out there.
But
That's all I
yeah,
got.
Thanks
that was
for
fun,
joining
yeah.
with us, Patrick.
Yeah,
I
thanks
hope
for
you-
having me.
Oh,
hope you
right on an
enjoyed-
hour. That's perfect. That's what we shoot for. So.
Hope you enjoyed yourself and breaking this bubble of your first podcast experience.
Love it.
Brett, how many push-ups are we at? Oh, we started it already.
Oh, it's okay.
We were supposed to start it
We
yet.
talked over it. We talked over
We
it.
didn't know. We might go for 2 more minutes.
Every episode.
No,
just wanted to
you
go-
don't hit the music till we say this is Pod Bless.
It's-
Gosh, this guy.
He's just wanting to
I'm
go
cutting
play.
your pay.
He's wanting to go play.
Yeah, you're right.
He's
He
got
is. He's
something on his
forcing us
mind.
out. That's all I got. You guys got anything else?
Yeah, tune in with us next week. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe on all the
Yes.
platforms that you're on. We appreciate you. Appreciate those who are tuning in, sharing, liking the live.
Yep.
If you're listening to this later, make sure to tune in with us on Thursday nights at 9 o'clock. We're here every week. We just did 201 episodes now, and we're going to keep on going.
We're in
You
the top
can't stop
1%.
us. We
1%ers.
Yeah. Podcasts don't normally last over 10 episodes.
4, I think.
4
it said.
episodes.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's crazy.
We went to 201.
Good night, guys.
So,
I'll see you,
yep,
Tabitha.
in the comments. But yeah, like, share,
Mom said
subscribe. Make sure to share our videos when we pop them out there. Give them a like, share, comment on them. Helps us out a ton. Anything else? Nothing?
We owe 140 push-ups. Can we do them collectively?
140?
I think we do them as a show,
Wait,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is the music's going? Or we'll do them after the show.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I just did chest yesterday. Anyway,
I'm Joey.
I'm Josh.
I'm Patrick.
That's Noah.
And
this is Pod
Bless.
Good job.
Now you can start your music.
He's so touchy.
Yeah, he's excited. He wants to go play Call of Duty.
If you leave now, you still you'll need 5 minutes. Especially late, as they call it.
Every episode.
He didn't even buy you dinner.
That's not a
the
date.
kind, it's
thing.
the kind of date you
Not
are.
even a coffee.
Spreading light and glee.
See if you can get some Skyline later.
I don't know. It's tough dating. We're out there today.
I can't believe you don't have Skyline yet. You've been here for a minute.
I know.
They got funny